In this video tutorial, you'll learn about the main features of the character animation system and how to set it up with your own model. Before we start, make sure CAS is installed in your project. Go to Window, Package Manager, search for Character Animation System, and import the package. Next, go to Tools, Kinimation, open the Demo Content tab, and install the CAS demo. It includes animations, prefabs, and other game-ready assets. You can also install a demo scene. Keep in mind that it's only available for URP and HDRP. We'll use the Kinimation mannequin model included with the asset. Select your character and drag it into the scene. Then, right-click and go to Kinimation, Set Up CAS. This window helps you automatically set up a new character. In this guide, we'll use the basic option. To learn more about other presets, check out the documentation. Now, select your character model type. CAS supports 4 popular skeletons: Unreal Mannequin, Cinti, Mixamo, and Character Creator. If you're using a different rig, choose Default. Next, we need to assign animation clips. The base pose is your idle standing animation. We'll use the standing idle humanoid clip here. Overlay is the pose that will be animated dynamically. It can be a weapon, an item, or a gameplay action pose, like unarmed. We'll use the box humanoid clip here. Overlay controller works just like the overlay pose, but is used for more complex setups when your overlay needs blend trees or its own state machine. Finally, we have to assign bone references. CAS will usually find these automatically. If everything is correct, you'll see the good to go message. If something is missing, the tool will show which bones need to be assigned. Just click the field and pick the correct bone from the hierarchy. Next, click the Apply Preset button. This will generate 4 assets in your current folder: Character Animation Settings, a data asset that stores overlay and procedural animation properties; Character Prefab, a player controller with a camera; Procedural Animation Settings, a dataset that contains animation modifiers such as IK; and Character Skeleton Prefab, a variant of your model that preserves the original skeleton structure. This prefab has 4 main components. Animator handles basic movement actions like running and jumping. For humanoid characters, CAS automatically assigns the animator controller. For generics, you'll need to pick a controller manually. Character animation is the main CAS component. It uses the character animation settings to update other components with overlay and procedural animation data. Procedural animation applies look and turn in place, IK, and other procedural features using animation modifiers from the procedural animation settings. Finally, layered blending is responsible for dynamically animating overlays. Let's take a closer look at this component. The layered blends list defines which parts of the body will be affected by blending and which float parameters will control it. By default, CAS generates blending layers for lower body, spine, head, right and left arms, and fingers. Let's start the game and see how it all works. At first, the overlay won't be visible because our pose doesn't have any curve properties yet. Right-click your overlay pose and select Edit Curve Properties. Add curves for the lower body first. In CAS, each blending layer is controlled by 3 parameters. Base weight blends between the animator and the overlay pose. For example, if we set it to 1, CAS will use our box overlay to animate the legs. Additive weight controls the additive motion. If we set it to 1, our legs are finally moving. Local weight lets you override the motion in parent bone space. Let's set our arms' local weights to 1. Now they are following the upper body motion. Let's adjust other layers so our overlay is correctly animated. Next, we are going to add a barrel to our character. Create a new prefab, drag a barrel mesh from the demo into it, add a CAS prop component, and assign the procedural animation settings asset that was created earlier. Then, add this prefab to your character. If we start the game now, the hands won't be attached to the barrel. To understand why, open the procedural animation settings asset. The right hand IK and left hand IK modifiers attach the character's hands to props using transforms provided by the item, the barrel in our case. This is done using the property bindings feature, which lets you connect gameplay logic to the animation system by binding values directly in the editor. Let's go back to our barrel prefab, create empty game objects for the right and left IK, and assign them in the cast prop component. Still, the IK is not working. That's because our IK modifiers are controlled by these animation curves. Enable hand left and enable hand right IK. Open your overlay, add these parameters, and set their values to 1. Now the IK works as intended. All we need to do is position the IK targets. CAS is a very flexible animation system. Let's make our character hold the barrel on the right shoulder. To fix the left hand, open the overlay and set the Enable Hand Left IK curve to 0. The left arm still doesn't move freely. Let's adjust the Layering Arm Left properties. Setting them all to 0 should do the job. Now it looks a lot more natural. Next, let's stop the game and add the Modify Bone feature to our procedural asset. Place it right after the foot IK modifier. Open it, select the pelvis bone, set the translation mode to Add, and start the game. If you click the triangle button, you will see a position control right in the editor. You can change the character pose on the fly without writing a single line of code. Let's add something more interesting. We'll make our character move slightly down when walking. Select the bone modifier, add a new weight override, and bind the gait parameter from the character example controller. This value represents the current movement state from idle to sprinting. So when the character is moving, the offset will be smoothly applied on top. With the character animation system, you can easily customize blending and procedural animation to match your gameplay. For more details about CAS components, procedural modifiers, and additional examples, check out the online documentation. You can find all the links down below. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.